Crazy Mike, CrazyMikesapps.com, with an iPhone app demo for MoneyStory Book by ReadyXtion. This application is in the finance category and works best on an iPhone or iPod Touch, currently selling for $1.99. There's also a free version called MoneyStory Lite that you can download and test drive before purchasing the full version. Right, this is a comprehensive money management application. It's going to help you track your assets, monthly expenses, incomes, transfers, and it also has some useful extras. Let's go ahead and check it out. Currently I'm at the Today view, which is going to show me my expenses and incomes for the day. You can also slide to the right and see your month of those expenses and incomes, and I pre-populated it with some fake information. And you can also see the months in advance. You can even go to another year by tapping on the right or left arrow. And then, speaking of year, the next view is a year view. If we scroll down here, we can see the month of February. Now, before we get into that, let's go back to the day view. On the bottom, you're going to see the navigation, and the wallet on the left, bottom left, is where all your accounts are. Here are the accounts that are included in here, and this is where you're going to add your bank accounts, your loans, your checking, your credit cards, your savings, and the like. I have it currently tabulated to all, but you can have more than one cash account, like your wallet, or maybe you have a pillowcase full of money, what have you. Same with checking and savings and so on. But let me go ahead and show you, one, how to edit these. So first you tap on Edit. And if I want to edit, I can tap here, and I can actually deep dive into the account and change some things like the name. I could change this from a checking account to, say, a savings account at this point. And you can see some other types of things that pop up as far as a percent. Say I want to save $40,000 in here. And that's my thing. I want to save that. I save that, and now I have a goal there, and it shows me where my goal is. It also changed it and put it into another category. It put it under the savings category. I can push done, and now I have all, but if I go to savings, I see I have two. Now another neat feature here is I can close that. Let's go back in there for a moment, tap on Edit again, and to add an account, you just add the plus sign in the upper left, and here's where you add an account. I tap on Type, and when you tap on Type, it's going to pull up a variety of different account types that you have. The lighter colored, or the kind of the pinkish colored, are going to be your negatives, and then the other gray ones are going to be more in a positive, or could, semi-positive: savings, insurance, money market. They're more like investments and assets and so on. Debit card's kind of in the middle. So there you have that. To add it, again, tap on the type of account. You pick your type of account, the account name, the balance, and whatnot. So we're going to cancel out of there. We have enough accounts. We'll click Done, close out of there, and we're back to our Today view of our income and expenses. Now, to edit one of these, I tap on it, pulls it up, and I can change it by date, which will pull up a slider with a whole bunch of different options to make it reoccurring. Here on the right slide wheel, change the day altogether. If I don't want to do that, I can change the category, I can change the subcategory, I can change the name of where I'm going to pay it out of, and I could also change the vendor. Now you can also tap on the little box next to the vendor and see all the vendors you've added already. You can also search through there when you have a whole bunch. Head back there, and I could also add a photo receipt. If I want to tap on there, I could take a photo of my receipt and put it in there. So there's a lot you can do in here. Let's cancel out of there. Let me go ahead and show you how to add an expense. I'm not going to show you how to add each one, but there is a spot for income, and there is a spot for transfer, so you can actually schedule a transfer. Say you get paid on one day and you want to transfer some money to your savings account, you can do it that way. Let's head back to expense. We're going to say today I went out and I got some food. I had spent $21 using my little calculator. Tap here, and I had brunch, but let me change that up, and let's go and say we had let's say we had lunch. Even though there is a lunch icon, it's not very exciting. So let's just say we had lunch. You could either provide your own photo icon through your camera roll, or tap on Google, and Google will search through there and provide you an image for lunch. So, I like this one. I'll tap on there. It puts lunch over it, and I can save that. Now I can tap on lunch, and bam, select a vendor, and I'll just put, I'm going to pay with my Bank of America. Actually, that's where I'm paying from. I can select a vendor here, and I think I have, where I ate at was Grandma's down there at the bottom. That's where I ate at. Again, if I wanted to add a receipt there, tap on save, and bam, lunch is there at Grandma's for $21. I can go here from month view and see that I've had a very busy Saturday. Now, some other features in this that are very cool, there's some graphing that you can do. And I have it set to 2012. And you can see, you can tap here and see week, 2 week, month, cancel out of there. And you can also change the graph you want and change it to, now we're in January 2012, so let's go to February. And we can see what amount of income we have compared to our expenses and so on. And again, you can switch that graph and go to the bar graph and you can have it easily graphed. The eyeball up here in the upper right allows you to do some filtering and some different graphing options. You can check that out. And that's pretty much the meat of this application. Now there are a lot of extras. Here are the extras. Your reoccurrings. Just show you all your reoccurrings. Close out of there. And you can't do a whole lot with the reoccurrings other than delete them from this point. You can't edit them here, but you can delete them and remove them. Bookmarks are maybe bills you want to keep track of. Again, can't edit them here, but you can keep them here if they're close to your heart. Edit out of there. Categories, this is where you can actually do some customization. You can see I've added some cool features. You can add some subcategories to them. You can determine whether they're income or expense. If I want to change the look of a category, I can change the icon color to whatever I want. Save it, and now it changes colors. So you can do some customization there, and you can delete categories as well. You have data management, and here's where you can back up and restore the application, back up with Wi-Fi, restore with Wi-Fi, and back up with email, restore from webmail, and you can also export it as a CSV document. Very cool. And you can reset the entire app if you need to. And then finally, you have some default setting values that you can set. Pretty basic stuff, but you know, what have you. And you can also have the option to add a passcode if you like in settings here, passcode lock. You can have a default currency, and you can have your favorite currency rates. Again, you can see all of those, so you can set that there as well as show the category name and photo. That is it for this feature-rich money application. Until next time, this has been Crazy Mike from Crazy Mike's Apps saying, see ya.